I just want to come on here and share my thoughts, whatever's coming up right now. My glasses are wet here. It just rained. I'm at a very momentous place right now. A place called Welcome Park. It's not very popular or well known. It's like a playground over here, little shelter over there, and there's like a basketball court down over there. Can't really see it, but not the most well-developed park. But this bench, this swinging bench, this little contraption here is kind of one of the first places that I started the healing journey and healing process of my last relationship. Yeah, this is where I listen to an hour-long playlist and just bawled my eyes out. I don't have a stand this time, so be a nice little arm workout to hold the phone. But I did work out earlier, and then it started raining, and then people left, and then I was like, why the frick are we leaving? It's like, it's a little bit of rain, so like it rained for like 5 minutes, and then I stayed and like finished up and just soaked in the rain. Reminded me of a moment in Cancun a couple of years ago, where I just went out into the storm. It's like, screw all these people who are going inside into the resorts just because the storm's coming. It's like, am I going to be the one? Am I going to be a person who runs away from the storm, or embraces the storm and walks in it and stays true in it? So yeah, some storms are created by me, and some storms are created by society and parents and teachers and institutions and people I don't even know that share my name in some way, that share my blood in some way. So yeah, I was talking with a friend earlier today, and we had a 2.5 hour conversation. Amazing. And one of the things a lot of the stuff that we talked about was about sex and pornography and addiction and sexual energy and masturbation and all these things that are like taboo, not just as humans in this society, but men, and then within men, even like specifically Indian culture. And even within Indian culture, you have, you know, overlapping, you have Hindu culture, you have various subsects of that I've grown up in, that other people that I know have grown up in, it's like, hey, sex is bad. It's a sin. So just really spending 2 hours talking and opening up with someone about my experiences, hearing his experiences, is a space that we really need, especially like brown men who are like, especially 20s and 30s, and even like teenagers now. Oh, there's a little cat and dog, a Roman pet. Indian men who are like nice guys on the outside will follow the path just because their parents said it, or because that's what they see on Instagram, or that's what they've been roped into, not knowing that it's not theirs. It's like going along with it. And I was going along with it for the longest time too. And a large part of my story is on that sexual energy side and how it comes out and how it has come out, and the truth that I wasn't living as a result of that, the people that I've betrayed as a result of that. And one of the things that him and I were sharing and share is how that story arc, that storyline of sexual energy, all these different ways that I just mentioned, manifesting in those different ways, how that is the overarching storyline of my life. And I didn't want to accept that because I wanted to be perceived as pretty good. I want to be a good boy. I want to be a nice guy and a acha bacha and all these pakka proper Telugu abbai, like, and gotta fit in. Screw that, dude. Screw that. And it's like, I'm not blaming anyone here. I think it's important to make a distinction. I'm not blaming anyone. Everyone did the best they could, or at least as well as they maybe could have in that moment. And this is the byproduct of a system, like a very conservative Hindu system that says sex is bad, that we shouldn't even talk about sex. We shouldn't even utter the word sex or death or fuck or any of these other words, especially in, I'll say, like, Sai Center. You know what that means? You know what I mean. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. But again, no blaming. I'm just recognizing, hey, these are the things that we don't openly talk about. So yeah, people are going to have relationships with pornography for like 10, 15, 20 years of their life instead of an actual relationship with a woman or with a man, whatever it is. And what they see online and what they see in their parents is their relationship with their body. And there's so much shame that I've had in my body that I'm like just starting now this like past year to like understand and feel myself in all the ways, in the shame and in the ecstasy. And this is the bench where I realized and felt viscerally that I was in a relationship for less than 2 years that ended because of actions that I took. And also, I realized I was in a relationship with pornography for 15 years. It's like, yeah, no wonder a relationship for 2 years is not going to outlast something that I've had for 15, unless I really look in the mirror and remember those parts of myself that I've forgotten, those memories, those experiences, and at the core of it, the human need to feel needed, to feel belonged, to feel welcomed here at Welcome Park. And I realized, like, wow, there's so many masks that I've been wearing over the years that I'm like starting to de-layer. And I'm recognizing that just by having a space to talk about it, like, therapy is great. And I think we need other spaces. We need coaching spaces. We need men's circle spaces. We need women's circle spaces. We need containers, like group containers. We need martial arts places. We need movement places. We need fun freaking playground spaces. All these things. We need all of them. It's yes and. I have an improv class tomorrow, so I'm prepping for that. Yes and. Oh, the sun is shining. I don't know if you can see my face or if it's backlit. I don't give a shit. But I really want to start opening up about sex, because it's been such a big part of my story that is the least talked about. It's like, if we think about it, it's like it has the greatest weight, and it's the thing we want to hide the most. Yeah, and it's not just Indians, right? It's a lot of different cultures and subcultures, Western, Eastern, whatever it is. But I can speak to this Indian experience in the Sai Center, growing up Hindu, like 1.5 generation immigrant in the US growing up in this like tech first, tech native generation, it's like, yeah, we have access to information and images and videos and people that we have never had before in human history from a non-physical standpoint. And it's like, yeah, no wonder I'm the result of all these systems that are coming in. I'm the confluence of all these systems, these cultures, and these generations. So this is my invitation for people who, especially young brown men, 17 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years old, 35, 55, I don't care, right? Men, brown men, young brown men, whatever it is, to feel the permission to actually start even thinking about these things. There's so much repression that I see in people that we can't even say the words. It's like, if we can't even say the words, what else can we not actually look at and identify and sit with? We can't sit with what we can't see. So this is my invitation and my permission. I'm giving you permission. I'm just naming random people's names now. Ravi, Shankar, Santosh. I don't even know, like, these are people I don't even know. I'm just saying random names now. All right, I'll stop. But like, you don't think there's some deep, dark secrets within you that you've held for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15, 20, 30 years of your life? It's waiting to be released in some way. There's a storm coming. Do you want to hide from the storm, or do you want to walk into the storm and let the rain purify you? So I'm not coming from a place of like, yeah, look at me, look at all this shit that I did. It's like, no, dude. I see the fucking pain. I felt the pain of what it means to carry a secret for 10, 15, 20 years of my life and not be able to talk about it with anyone. I feel the freaking pain in that. And it's only going to get worse if we don't have spaces to talk about it. One-on-one, publicly, privately, group, men's, women's, co-ed, everything in between, I don't care. But if there's no one you can talk about this with, then, and you're taking this to the grave sort of thing, like, you're putting that burden on the next generation. You're putting that burden on your kids. You're putting that burden on your spouse, on your friends. Instead of you doing the work right now, this is the time. Freaking spring equinox of the year of the fire horse. End of the cross of planning from a human design perspective. This is literally the time in the universe, in the world, here, now, northern hemisphere, whatever, everywhere, to literally plant the seeds of, I will not betray myself. I will choose myself. And sometimes that means looking at all the parts of you that you don't want to look at. The deepest, darkest sides. It's not just all love and light. No. Not just all love and light, kumbaya, singing bhajans, singing songs. Yeah, that's great. But if we can't sit with these parts of ourselves, then like, we don't have a universe, we don't have a world, because we are only operating in the sun. We wouldn't be able to sleep if it wasn't for darkness. There's light matter, there's dark matter. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm here, right? And don't just leave it in the comments. It's like, yes, sure, like, fine, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. But like, Actually, reach out. We have fucking Google. You can search me up. You have my email. Yes, this is the motivational, right? Motivational speaker. uh, I'm giving you permission though, like for real. Because no one gave me that permission until like 2 years ago. And it felt like the largest thing ever. We were talking about it, our friend and I, and he was like, yeah, it's like imagine you're in a house, and then when you started this habit, this addiction, it's like a little baby dragon. It's like, oh, it's so cute, and like you want to pet it, and it's like, oh, it's like little baby fire, little flame when it's starting to breathe fire, let's say, and you just kept it locked in the room. 1 year goes by, 3 years goes by, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of your life goes by. And you're like, it's still a baby dragon, right? Oh, there's a little bird, I think cardinal, flying by. I'm not the bird guy, but it's still a baby dragon, right? And then you open up the door because you haven't opened it up in 15 years because you don't want to look at what's inside the room at the dragon. And you're like, oh shit, it's Drogon. And have you walked through the flames like Khaleesi to be ready to be able to hold the capacity of the dragons? Or are you going to burn in the fire and die? So I'm not saying you're gonna die. This is not, you're a sinner and all that stuff. This is not that messaging. This is, hey, come on in. Door's open. Let's talk about it. And as a man, as we're talking about it, I will hold space. I will challenge you though too, to go to the places that you haven't been before. And other people have held that space for me, which is why I feel so much conviction in this work, because, and talking about this, because other people have held that space for me and have seen me because they've been through their own journey and they can recognize that and they have that empathy capacity to hold that space. And yes, this breakup was like the worst thing in the world for me, in my world. And also, now I have the capacity that I didn't have before to hold that space for other people. And so really it's now a gift. So like I'm really truly grateful for what I've been through. And it was so beautiful because it's Welcome Park. And 8 months ago it was like, this was where the next chapter of my life was welcoming me in and welcoming me home. So I welcome you into walking this journey with me in some way, or you walking with someone else in some way, that you're able to open up the door and see what the dragon looks like in some way and make friends with it. Be with it. What an amazing day. I hope you're having a great spring, start to the spring season, or fall if you're in the southern hemisphere. And you can see more videos like this from me, more things maybe regarding sexual energy, not coming from a place of expertise, but more of experience. So I appreciate you. I love you.